Hey guys, how's it going? I want to do this video on Trump, North Korea, and the latest bomb that he threw on ISIS in Afghanistan. I stated in that video that, hey, I think that Donald Trump threw this bomb on ISIS because he wanted to show the neocons that no, he's not a Russian agent, and two, he wants to get a debt ceiling deal done. And he wants some sort of quid pro quo deal with the neocons. I don't think that has to deal with it anymore. After looking into some of the headlines I've been seeing on alternative media and the mainstream media, Trump allegedly wants to preemptively strike North Korea. And the reason why he wants to do that is because you have a maniac in North Korea, and Kim wants to launch a nuclear test. And my views on this is that, yeah, Kim is a nut job, but do we really want to create a situation that could lead to hot war? There are reports that North Korea does have nuclear submarines, which could create disaster for Japan and South Korea. That's one of my main concerns. And I think that Donald Trump should be a little careful before he preemptively strikes North Korea, or if he decides to do any other thing, maybe try to assassinate Kim. SEAL Team 6 allegedly is preparing to do that. They have done drills to do that in North Korea. And I just don't want this to turn into a hot war. But we should look at what happened in the past in North Korea, and it can explain a lot to why we have all this tension going on. So back in the Cold War, as most of you know, the United States supported South Korea. The communists were supported by the Soviet Union for North Korea. And we fought a war, the United States versus the Soviet Union, but it was basically the North Koreans versus the South Koreans. And the sad part about this, not many people really discuss this. If you read this book by Anthony Sutton, or if you read excerpts of him, I recommend all of you to do so. And that is, the North Koreans, they killed our soldiers, right? The American soldiers. And they used equipment that could be traced to American firms. This is the research that was done by Anthony Sutton. Because you have to remember, in communism, you don't have a system where you can create all these weaponry. And this was also evident during Nazi Germany, right? A lot of their equipment was actually American-based. And, for instance, the United States did not bomb Ford plants in Germany or other American-based plants there. And if you go back to North Korea and South Korea, North Koreans and the Soviets, they were using American equipment to kill Americans. And that's why I tend to be on the side of, let's be a little careful about going into these foreign wars. And shortly after this war went on, they stopped fighting. North Korea and South Korea stopped. And the United States told South Korea, hey, if North Korea were to ever mess with you, then we got your back. And you have to also realize, 28,000 troops are along the North Korean-South Korean border. And this is a way to protect the South Koreans. So the North Koreans, as crazy as Kim is, he doesn't want the United States to attack. And that's why he has these nuclear weapons. I'm not defending Kim because he and his family are horrific. They have placed many people in concentration camps. They have starved their people. They're a communist country and so forth. So there's no way I can defend them. I'm just analyzing what's going on. So how would you even solve the situation today? I mean, Kim is a maniac, but what do we do now? We can't complain about the fact that Bill Clinton sold the nuclear secrets to China, which eventually went to North Korea. So dropping this bomb on ISIS in Afghanistan, I hope this would prevent any sort of event on Saturday. That's allegedly when a nuclear weapons test is supposed to go down. And I hope this message goes to him, Kim, so nothing drastic would happen. But we shall see. I mean, the easiest way, in my opinion, to de-escalate all of this is let's get rid of our troops from the North Korean-South Korean border. And then, secondly, these entangled alliances, it's going to bite the United States in the ass. I don't know if it's going to happen anytime soon, but this is a huge, huge problem. George Washington talked about this. And unfortunately, the neoconservatives who are advising Trump, they don't agree with any of this. We need more rational military advisors. But hopefully, what has been done the last few days will prevent other countries from pulling any BS off. I mean, yeah, we know that what happened in Syria was most likely a false flag event. Assad probably didn't gas his people. It was most likely ISIS. So, we shall see. I want to hear your guys' thoughts about all this North Korean, South Korean tension going on. And one other thing is, I'm not sure if Trump is trying to flex his muscles now because he wants to show a strong message in the beginning. I took this business leadership class or business ethics class, and they always talk about making the first impression, and Donald Trump is, in my opinion, trying to make that impression that don't mess with us, otherwise we're going to beat the crap out of you. I hope this strategy works. I mean, I've been against what he's been doing, but if it creates less tension around the world, then it would be worth it. But I hope this does not turn into a hot war. Anyways, guys, please leave your comments below, and I'll talk to you later.